what's up guys, it's Brooke
and Chelsea,
and we're back again with another video. As you guys may or may not know, I came out as gender fluid a few months ago. That was a new word for me. I hadn't really known much about the Q in the LGBTQ prior to that, and I did a lot of research, and it really helped me come into my own and understand who I am. So, sort of in doing that, I just wanted to kind of generally talk about ways and advice that hopefully maybe you guys can, who are maybe struggling with the same things, can come to realize and understand about yourself, so that coming out is easier, because it is confusing and it's hard to put everything into perspective. So I just wanted to share some general advice. By the way, Chelsea's here to support. Figuring out how to navigate your gender identity is confusing and overwhelming, especially if you fall kind of outside of the standard perimeters of female and male, and it's tough. It's a lot of self-discovery that has to happen. The first thing I want to say is wear the clothes that you want to wear. I grew up as a tomboy. I grew up loving t-shirts and preferring them over dresses. I used to throw fits every time my mom even tried to put me in stockings, and that was a real struggle for me, and I know it made other people uncomfortable the way that I dressed, but I felt uncomfortable whenever I dressed the way they wanted to. It's like a double-edged sword. Either they're pissed or you're pissed, and at the end of the day, it's your life, and you need to wear the clothes that make you feel comfortable, regardless of whatever section you find them in the store. If you're in the store looking for stuff and certain things make you feel comfortable, you'll continue to explore what makes you feel comfortable, and you might adapt to one style this week and in a few months might take on a different style, and that's totally okay. Just like a girl or guy who's constantly changing their wardrobe and identifying themselves, same goes for you. And don't feel like you have to stick to any parameters. Whatever you choose to identify with, even in the genderqueer community, don't feel like you have to stick to those parameters, right? Like, for example, I came out as gender fluid, and gender fluid is essentially, some days I feel more masculine and some days I feel more feminine, and I don't want to conform to either, and I just want to be who I am and feel how I feel. And there are times where Chelsea wears the pants in the family and she puts on her plumber pants, and just because I'm the genderqueer one, I don't have to feel like I have to step into that man role of doing all the household fixing in the house. No, that role goes to Chelsea, and that's nothing that I feel the pressure to have to be just because I'm gender fluid, just because I feel masculine sometimes. Like, that's not how it works. Obviously, there's the technicalities of the logistics of being in the genderqueer community. Again, me being gender fluid is often referred to as they or them or their, and I personally don't care for the pronoun change. I've told people when I came out, you don't need to do any complicated pronoun change. That's my choice. If you feel more comfortable being referred to as a they, them, or their, then make people do it. Whether you're transgender or whatever, make people make the change, even if it's uncomfortable for them or confusing for them, which, of course, be patient. Like, this is new for everybody, so your patience is always appreciated, but they'll understand, like, this is your identity, and if they care enough about you, they'll make the change, or at least make a big attempt to make that change. This may sound weird coming from me because I don't have a lot of transgender friends, and it's not that I don't want to have transgender friends, I just don't. And I probably made my first transgender friend a few months ago, and he really opened my eyes to this world and what it means and the struggles that a lot of people have gone through. And then obviously discovering myself has also opened the door to a lot of just insight. And so I'm glad that I surround myself with people like him, and that I'm learning and meeting more people who do identify as genderqueer, because I myself am it makes me remember that I'm not alone, and the feelings I'm feeling are feelings that a lot of people feel, and it is important to connect to those communities. Those are a few things I just wanted to throw out to you guys. Again, this is very new for me too, so I'm by no means am I in any position to preach, but it is important, and a lot of you guys have reached out to me after making my first video, how much of you guys appreciated that I came out about it, because you guys have had these complicated feelings too. So I want to start the conversation. I might make more videos around this topic, and I don't know what that looks like, because again, I'm still learning, but as I learn and educate myself, I'll be sure to kind of just pass forward and educate you guys as well. So I'll leave you with this. You have to remember that people are incredibly uncomfortable with things that they don't understand. That's just the bottom line. Even with Chelsea and her mental illness, the people who are uncomfortable by it simply don't understand it, and all you can do is just continue to have a dialogue so that people can understand it. So with that said, as you're making these changes in your life, don't feel like you have to make a big, bold, dramatic change all at once, and everybody's got to be okay with it all at once. Take your time, little things at a time. Start with just making yourself feel comfortable in your own skin by wearing the clothes you want to wear. Then start with, you know, confiding in individuals who are like-minded and understand you. And slow and steady wins the race. We're not at a race to come out as genderqueer. It's just about taking the appropriate steps so that you live the best life that you want to live. So with that said, just remember that you are enough, and I can't stress this enough, but it is so important to surround yourself with people and a community who understand you and lift you up and not tear you down and make you feel insecure about simply being who you are. Get those people out of your life. I don't care how long you've known them, who they are, get them out of your life. So that's my advice. Thanks so much, guys, for just listening to me rant for a second. Please be sure to give this video a big fat thumbs up. Please be sure to comment below other advice for genderqueer folks that I may not have mentioned. Please be sure to click that subscribe button. Please be sure to tap the notification bell next to the subscribe button. And please be sure to connect with us offline. I'm OMG Brookeberry.
And I am OMG Chelsea Berry.
And we'll see you guys next week. Bye!